Her family tried to kill her because she got pregnant. In the heart of a dusty village where honor was everything and shame could kill, there lived a girl named Bisi, the pride of her family, until one fateful secret turned her world into a nightmare. They used to call her the jewel of Oba village. Every mother dreamed of a daughter like her, respectful, diligent, beautiful. At dawn, she swept the sandy compound. At dusk, she read stories to her younger siblings beneath the mango tree. Her father was Deacon Bolu, the church leader. Her mother led the women's fellowship. The family name was spotless, until Michael arrived from the city, tall, smooth-tongued, and dangerous in his kindness. Their friendship began with small laughter at the village well, but grew into secret meetings under moonlight, and one fateful evening, behind the old school building, Bisi's innocence was lost, replaced by a promise that Michael never kept. Weeks passed, and whispers began. Bisi felt the nausea, the missed bleeding, the swelling truth she could no longer hide. Her parents' world shattered. Her father's rage thundered through the compound. "How could you bring this shame upon us?" he roared. Her mother wept in silence. Days turned cold. Her siblings avoided her. Her name fell from every friendly tongue. When her belly began to show, her parents made their terrible decision. She must not have this baby. They locked her in a room. They prayed, pleaded, threatened, and when that failed, they poisoned her food. But destiny was not sleeping. As the poison dulled her senses, Bisi woke in a strange hut, bound and weak. Through half-open eyes, she saw an old woman counting money and her parents standing by. They had sold her life, but the ropes were loose. With trembling hands, she wriggled free and fled through a hole in the mud wall. Thorns tore at her legs, branches whipped her face, but the fear of death fueled her strength. By sundown, she stumbled onto the main road. A yam truck stopped. The driver saw her swollen belly, tattered dress, and desperate eyes, and silently let her climb aboard. That night, the stars witnessed a girl reborn. When the truck dropped her in the market town, Bisi thought she'd escaped the cruelty of her village. But city streets can be colder than any forest. For days, she wandered the crowded marketplace, barefoot, hungry, invisible. She begged for food, but people only mocked her. See this one, village girl with big belly, looking for sympathy. Rain poured on her one night. She called against a wall, whispering prayers to a god she thought had forgotten her. By the seventh day, Bisi thought she would die. Then, out of the misty rain, came a gentle voice. "Pele, my daughter, come." It was Mama Simi, a humble widow, selling akara by the roadside. She carried Bisi into her small wooden house, just one room, one lantern, and endless compassion. Mama Simi fed her warm pap, covered her with a wrapper, and said, "Whatever happened before, my child, you will live, you will rise again." And for the first time in months, Bisi slept without fear. Months passed. The rhythm of the city changed her. Under Mama Simi's care, she grew strong again. One stormy night, the pain came, and before dawn, the cry of a newborn filled the little house. A boy, healthy and loud. Mama Simi laughed through tears. "Your son came into this world like thunder. He will bring light after the storm." Bisi named him Ayomide, meaning, "My joy has come." Back in Oba village, gossip traveled like wind. Michael heard nothing until his aunt, the same one who once smiled at Bisi, learned the truth from Bisi's guilt-torn mother. Michael was devastated. He left for the market town to find her, but he arrived days too late. Bisi had already vanished deeper into the city with Mama Simi. A year later, quietly and with courage, Bisi returned to the village, not to her parents, but to Michael's auntie. There, she told her story from beginning to end. The betrayal, the escape, the miracle of her son. The aunt wept and promised to tell Michael everything. Soon after, letters began arriving. Michael wrote from abroad, remorseful, broken, hopeful. He vowed to take responsibility. His family welcomed Bisi and her child to their home in the city. They paid for her education, helped her learn a trade, and restored the confidence life had stolen. Years later, Michael returned. Their reunion was quiet, not a fairy tale, but real and full of healing. They married under the same mango tree where they once laughed as teenagers, but one last journey remained. Hand in hand, carrying their little boy, Bisi returned to her father's house. Her mother wept when she saw her, the daughter she thought was dead. Her father stood stiff, pride louder than love. "I came to say I forgive you," Bisi said softly, "but I cannot forget." Her father turned away, and silence fell like Harmattan dust. Bisi walked out knowing forgiveness might never come, but freedom already had. In time, Bisi built a life of honor, anchored in love, not fear. Her story spread across villages and cities alike, whispered by firelight, as mothers warned their sons and daughters of pride, shame, and compassion. Some said the gods protected her, others said it was pure fate. But those who truly knew said one thing: Bisi did not survive because she was lucky. She survived because she chose life. If this story touched your heart, remember, sometimes redemption hides in the hands of strangers, and sometimes the family you find is the one that saves you.